Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video. Today, we are diving into round number 1 of the Farmers Insurance Open, the Week 4 tournament in our second season on the PGA Tour. So today, we'll be headed to Torrey South Course, and we're looking for 3 tournament wins in a row. Yes, we won last week in an epic battle against Shane Lowry. We ended up winning by 1 stroke at Pinehurst number 2. The week before that, we won the Bluff Championship, and we dominated in that tournament. Now, that was after bouncing back in a really rough performance to kick off this season. We came in last place in the first tournament, but now we battled back to number 1 in the FedEx Cup rankings. So today, we'll be diving into round number 1, but before we do that, going to be doing the practice round just like always to see if we can get +7 to all attributes. You know, I like the practice round. I just feel like it's fun to play. That's the reason I still include it. But just like always, I have the timestamps for you all in the video description for those that want to jump into round number 1. You know, this is one of those courses where it's hit or miss for me. Sometimes I play really well, and sometimes I play really bad. So hopefully this is one of those weeks where we're gonna play really well. So yeah, practice round at Torrey Pines. We're trying to get to 2 under par in those 4 holes to get max attribute boost. Now, the settings that I didn't even look at the settings there. I probably should have, but I really don't need to because it usually plays slow and much slower than it ever plays in the actual round. Remember I said that I don't need to look at the conditions. I just completely forgot. But if you all get some enjoyment today, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more sports game content. Got multiple ongoing series right now, and they are all so much fun. And it's Christmas week, everybody. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody. And wow, we only have... Wait, is next week the end of the year? Yeah, that would be it, right? That's wild. That is wild to think about. We're already almost into 2026, everybody. Well, Happy New Year, maybe, depending on when I see you all again, right? Okay, here we go. Now, I want to point out that the previous Friday, to when this video was recorded, of course, we do the Impossible Challenge on Fridays. The last Impossible Challenge round with Ryan and the legendary caddy Jerry did not go as planned. So yeah. Hopefully, the way we played in that does not carry over. It's not a good start, though. That's all we needed to do. Now, we better dial in the swing. Look at that contact. Now, swing path was good. We'll take it. Okay, 80 yards, uphill 1 foot. You know, during Thanksgiving time, I'd always talk about the foods I liked. You know, pumpkin pie, I love. I like a lot of food, but Christmas time, I love all the candy. I tell you, peanut butter fudge, any type of fudge, like any type of candy, like all of it. Peanut butter roll, peanut butter balls. So clearly I like peanut butter. Pies, cake, all the pies, all the cake. Red velvet cake's a great one. Wow, I love candy. Yeah, and any type of candy too, you know? Gotta love it. That's a good par. We'll take it. Okay, we need 2 birdies, and what holes are we playing though? That's gonna be the question on whether those birdies are attainable. And honestly, I'm glad we're practicing this one. Hole number 3, a nightmare par 3, but also a really fun par 3. So 205, downhill 39 feet. You know, I remember this tournament last year. This was our last tournament before they made the VC changes. This was the last one I recorded before the VC speech in the next tournament, which was Pebble Beach. We'll never forget that one, right? Oh boy. Yeah, we'll never forget that one. But yeah, this was the last one. It's got a hop. I'll never forget that, right? I remember the tournament. It was Torrey Pines before Farmers Insurance Open. The VC nerf happened, and then we played Pebble Beach, and I gave like a 10-minute speech at the beginning or something, and then I gave another 15 minutes at the end, and then I talked about it the entire time. Oh boy. Okay, 47 feet. Don't get me going about it today, everybody. I'm not even gonna mention it again. 47 feet, uphill 2 feet. Let's just send this one into the hole. Okay. Yeah, you get Ryan thinking about VC. Oh boy, that's a big time putt. Are you kidding me? Don't use it all up in practice, Ryan. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. I got cherry Coke right now. You know, it's Christmas. We just had this. My wife ended up getting it the other day, and I don't drink a lot of cherry Coke, but I will say it's really good. It's got a lot of sugar. You can just taste the sugar running through your veins. It gives me so much energy. Is that going to be another missed fairway? No, it's not. We got lucky. That's right down the middle of the fairway. 145, uphill 5 feet. I like a choked approach here. Choked approach 9-iron. Hit it a little bit steep, so right stick down just a little bit. I did not play the side hill slope enough. Combine that with the closed club face, it's off the green. It's not a good spot to be, but it's chip-inable. 5-yard chip shot, good one to practice. We had a couple chip-ins last week. Well, okay. 9 feet, downhill 1 inch. Nobody saw that. You know, the one video, I'm drinking cherry Coke instead of Dr. Pepper. And look what happens. Well, we could maybe eagle this next hole. That is just a round crushing, not a round crushing, a practice crushing bogey. To the par 5, it is. Okay, hole 9. Okay, this is a very eagleable hole. Eagleable is definitely a word. Look at that. A power drive struck almost perfect. 3 perfects out of the 4 mechanics. Right down the middle. Can we eagle this? I don't know if we can get this there. We're going to sure try. We're going to go for it. I mean, the landing spot is right on that slope. Right there. Like right here. That's where we have to hit it. That means we got to strike this perfect. The side hill lie is going to move it to the right. The wind's going to pull it back. One time. That's it. Oh no, it didn't go far enough. I mean, closed club face, I believe, is what took off the distance there. You got to strike it perfect if you're going to hit that. And this is where you don't want to be. Good shot to practice. If we hole it out, we get +7 to all attributes. If not, well, maybe we can get +4. We'll see. We got to get this up and out first. That's the hard part on this upslope. Wow, it flew out of there. Okay, yeah, it flew. Okay, if we get even or better, that's +4. Okay, it's even. I was thinking it was -1. Okay, we should be able to do that. Beautiful putt, but you know that bogey cost us the +4 to all attributes, or the +7 to all attributes. We got +4. We'll take it. That's gonna be 1 under for the practice round. We missed by 1 stroke. That was that bogey, and you know what? We hit an incredible putt in that practice round. So, a little heartbreaking that we didn't get it, but hey, +4 to all attributes is still good. Let's go out there and win at Torrey Pines. And it's time for round number 1 of the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines South. 1 under practice round, 1 short of getting +7 to all attributes, but it was still good. Made a big time putt, and there were a lot of positives to take away there. But here we go. Medium wind speeds, normal fairways, and firm and fast greens should still be very scoreable, but this golf course is really tough. Let's go ahead and dive on in, everybody. Get your 1-times ready. Get your positive, encouraging comments. I need them today. Let's do this.
Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello all, I'm Luke Elvey. It's terrific to have your company as always here at 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Quack and John McCarthy, following all the action.
So right now, before we tee off, Will Zalatoris has the lead at 8 under par, tied with Jason Day. The AI is scoring today. We're going to have to play great focus golf, and here's the thing. This front 9, usually for me, is much easier than the back 9. When I get to the back 9 here, it is usually survival mode. I've had some of my worst back 9s on this golf course right here. So let's try to score as much as we can on the front, and on the back, try to limit mistakes and try to get as many birdies as we can. Let's do this.
We head down to the first hole.
You know, I will say, the legendary caddy, Jerry, his strategy to Ryan before this round was, Ryan, I want you to full send. I want you to go for everything. I want you to attack this golf course on the front 9, then on the back 9, play a little more conservatively. So that's the go. Aggressive on the front, conservative on the back. Here we go. And this is also one of those courses, if you miss fairways, you're in trouble. And I think in the practice round, we hit 1 fairway. That's a great start. Look at that swing.
Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out.
Get a good roll. Come on,
well
stop.
Done.
Thank you, Luke. Perfect.
His second shot here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
I mean, very simple shot here. 138 yards left, a 6-mile-per-hour wind. I can see why the AI is playing well today. I'm going to go choked approach 9-iron. That's it.
Come on, look after us. Little
Bounce
bounce
right,
to the right
bounce
here.
right. We pulled it on the swing path. Good distance, though.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Penny, take us through the break on this
Yeah,
putt.
what have we got, Henny?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left to righter.
Yeah, it is. Left to right. It looks like it's left to right about a foot.
So close. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Good putt, but just misread barely. And as soon as I hit that and saw that break right away, I'm like, okay, it's going to break a touch too much. And yeah, that's going to happen sometimes, but a birdie here is huge. It's very birdieable.
And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice
It's fine.
par indeed. Very solid hole played.
You know, I've bogeyed this hole before. We almost bogeyed it in the
The
practice
second,
round.
a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days,
I'm
Rich.
sending it.
A good birdie look here.
They do.
Remember,
It used to be
full-on
where
aggressive
you
on the
laid
front 9.
back on top of the hill and took a wedge 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Oh, that's it?
So we
That's
might have
it?
a chance at making the green. Let's see what happens.
It's a nice day to find another fairway.
Was that John?
Second shot on the second.
Did John randomly say something there, or is that Rich? For some reason, I was thinking John McCarthy said that might get to the green or not. Maybe that was Rich, and I just heard John, because I've heard John say that multiple times. And as soon as they said that, I knew it was going to be short. This is very makeable. You better believe we're putting this. With Jerry on the bag, you do not chip this. Come on, one time right here.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Putting for birdie here.
Can't complain. It's a tap-in birdie. Great drive.
In she goes.
Not the
Let's head to
greatest
the
putt
next.
there from the
And that
fairway.
will take
That's
him
fine.
now to 1 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
Yeah, it's
I like
beautiful.
it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
It is, Rich, but let me show you how to play it here. Little unorthodox approach here, so. Yeah, a little unorthodox here. Maybe a little too unorthodox. No, I think it's good. But I did change it. Yeah, we're going with the 5-iron. I mean, it was a good strike. It just went. I guess I need to take off more distance. You know, I
This
was
would be a
going to
great up and
loft it,
down.
but I chose to change the shot midway through, and it was a good decision. The 4-iron would have been too long, so it definitely was the right decision, but yeah, I just miscalculated a bit. You know, it's tough. We did good here in the practice hole. We actually, in the practice hole, we landed short here, then we landed far in the actual round, so that's golf. You know, that's what happens in golf. Practice round, you do something, you learn from it, and then you overcompensate. I'm going to take some screenshots here. What a beautiful hole. And then we're going to birdie. That's right. We're going to chip it in. Yeah, it's just such a beautiful golf hole. Wish we would have been on the green, but that's okay. Let's chip it in. I'm going to get very aggressive here.
How close was that to going down?
Well, we got aggressive. That we did. Oh, no.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Trying to save a par here.
And he's
Is
down
this
there.
straight in?
You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Right to left. I mean, I just trust Henny here. I don't think it is right to left, but I'm going to move it a little bit.
On a good line. Going to get it really close.
Thank you, Henny.
Yeah.
Wow. It's the first time I feel like the commentator has been spot on a read. She was right. It was. I went to the right edge and we went center cup. Look, Ryan, that's a bogey. Wait, no, that's a par. Whoa, that's a
Sitting at 1
par.
under after that hole.
Yeah, I'd fist pump that. Okay. Wow, that's
The
a
fourth
momentum
hole runs
shifter.
right
That's
on the
insane.
course here of La Jolla, and it's a very strong par 4.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that
Don't worry,
fairway
Rich.
bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
From
You
around
know-
170 yards here.
On the last hole, we had a big putt there, But if you all missed the practice round, if you skip to the round, well, we hit a big time putt in the practice round there too. So we are 100% on that green with big putts. Okay, 169, uphill 4 feet. 5-mile-per-hour wind. I like a 6-iron choked approach. Hit steep, right up that hill and try to spin it into the wind. Gonna come off to the left here. Oh, that's it. Be the club. Get up, get up. It should. That is beautiful. No.
Wow, what a shot.
Look at Ryan shake his head too.
Sitting at 1
We were on the same page. The real Ryan and then the virtual Ryan. Okay, here we go.
Hey, that's a chance.
Get in. Come on,
And
that's
that
big.
will drop from the edge of the green. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Run it back. That's a great shot. I mean,
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole.
great shot into the green. We kind of got unlucky with the roll, then a great putt. 2 under should be 3 under. That's fine. 2 under through 4 is great.
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the
That's
par
our
4
specialty, Luke.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
That was a gorgeous drive, and I hit
Not
a practice drive in the practice round on one of the tee shots and struck it really good, so
Second
that's why I
shot
had
in on the
confidence
fifth.
there. Okay, 103, downhill 1 foot. I really like a choked approach, 56-degree wedge. This should be great. I'll land it a little bit short. Drop it in. It's close.
With this
We'll
wind,
take it.
That's a thing of beauty.
8 feet
Thank
to
you,
the
Henny.
cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Yeah, for back-to-back birdies here and just a very smooth right to left break. Not much. Come on.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole.
Whoever called in the birdie train, keep it here. Don't you stop for snacks yet, everybody. There'll be snacks
Rich,
at
there
the
are a number of
clubhouse
strong
after the
holes on
turn.
this outward half, but the par
Stay on that
5
birdie train.
sixth. The players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Did I
played, mate.
add fade to that power drive? I didn't intend to.
Rich, we know these days
I know
with
I
the
pulled
PGA
it,
Tour, the wraparound
but it looked like I
schedule,
faded that a
the
lot.
tour begins
Oh, I
in
guess
the
it was just the
fall,
wind.
But
Oh.
really, it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that. And I think that the big name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
We just hit one of the best shots we've ever hit, and Rich and Luke are out here telling life stories. They don't say a word about that shot. I mean, they just sit there and told a life story for what felt like 5 minutes. We almost had an Albie. Rich, we heard that same exact story last year. That's a tap-in eagle.
That's a great putt for an eagle. Currently
Thank
at
you.
-5 now for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Over to 7.
You all
here
think
at
I
Torrey
tell a
Pine
lot
South.
of
Rich,
life
great
stories?
par four that
Rich
requires
tells
good
more than me.
positioning off the tee as well.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
We don't want to be in
This
the
one looks to be
Branca
headed
or
towards
the
the fairway.
canyons, that's for sure. But I mean, honestly, you'd have to hit a really bad shot here to do that.
Time for the second shot here at
And
the
I've
7.
never been back there, so let's not change that. Now, I will say, last year in round 1, we had a nightmare splash shot from this sand, and we hit it beautifully. But let's not be in the sand again this year. I remember this tournament. There we go.
Oh, stop
Needed
it.
a bit
What
more,
shot.
but we'll take it.
And now this for a share of 7th in the standings. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
Ooh,
Wow, that middle, it broke a mile. I was not expecting that. And look, Ryan looks over at Jerry. It's like, where was the read on that one?
Big putt
And
for
Jerry's
Barra
just
coming up.
looking away. You can't see him. He's just looking the other direction.
well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
I wanted that one bad.
Now,
It was
3
a good
strokes
approach.
back
We
after
could have
that
been
hole.
closer. And I just misread it. It wasn't an easy read, though. 5 under through 7, we'll take it. That's a really good round.
The 8th
But
at Torrey
again,
Pine South is an uphill
it's
par
about to
3.
take
It
a
can be
steep
hole in
climb
one
in
hole, or it could be
difficulty.
an absolute brute to even
Starting
find the green,
here.
depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
What do you say about an ace, Rich?
Needs this one to kick right.
That is amazing. Honestly, that's the best shot I've ever hit here.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. And this putt to move into the
I'm
top
telling
10.
y'all, it's that new Jordan shirt, the new Jordan shirt. We got that Jordan shirt at the end of the last round, and it's been not at the end of the last round, at the beginning of the last tournament. It's been a game changer. Get
First
in.
one, fourth
Barely.
birdie of the
We'll
day.
take it. It doesn't have to
tied
be
for sixth
pretty.
on this
It's
leaderboard.
just got to go in. 6 under.
The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence. And
Now, this
requires
is a
2
must
big
birdie.
shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a third shot. There is a nice little shelf there if it pins up top left. Watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go in the hole maybe.
You all wonder why I move so much when I
setting up for
play.
his second
It's
shot.
for that reason.
Just a couple back
I
from
was
our
moving.
leader.
Did I even move the right direction? I don't know. Did I move the right? Yeah, I moved the right direction, right? I don't even know. I was just moving, you know, trying to get the ball to bounce. We got it all right. I'm just going to send this 3-wood. I'm going to hit the 3-wood shallow, right stick up a little bit, de-loft it a bit, and hit the send button. That's it. Yeah, par 5 play is pretty good.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
as they
Look at Ryan
should.
just having
What
fun.
a play. Hopefully they'll
Giving
reward
Jerry a
him
fist
for
pump,
that
and
play.
Jerry, of course, always pointing to
And
Dr.
this
Jordan
putt is to
Pierce,
move into the top
the
5.
legendary sports psychologist for Ryan Gamer, who Jerry loves. Here we go, 8 feet downhill, 1 inch.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that also puts him inside the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, yeah.
And as we update the standings, this player is sharing top spot alongside Will Zalatoris.
We know this back 9 picks up. What did I say? Front 9, we're playing aggressive. And we did.
As we head to the
back
back
9, we
here
do
at
not
Torrey
play
Pines,
aggressive.
Southridge, the
I've
10th
learned
isn't
my
a long
lesson
hole,
here.
But the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
Fairway tilts significantly from left to right, so you need to hug the left-hand side. From there, uphill second shot to an overhanging lie from left to right. This is a difficult par 4 to get the distance control spot on.
Little stinger, you know?
First cut. Hang in there, little ball.
Wait. Oh, it's too far to the right. It might go into the rough. Yeah, it's just a light rough. That's fine.
Unfortunately, that's going to end up in a
Henny
tricky
called it.
spot. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
A nice helping hand he's going to get from this wind.
You know, I like an 8-iron here. An 8-iron, maybe choked approach. That's not enough. I like a regular approach 8-iron. Take a little bit off. Loft it a bit. Hit it a bit steep as well. Add a little bit more because of the rough.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
That was a really bad swing. We got lucky we got a good hop there. That was not a good shot execution.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
I
What
think
are we
I was
looking
trying
at
to be
for
too
this putt,
fancy.
Henny?
Well, he's got a real outside chance here. 29 feet.
29 feet, uphill 1 foot. She said an outside chance? No, no, no.
This one's starting out to the left, but watch this one swing back.
Yeah, misread it by a mile. She
Just
called
3
it.
feet to the cup.
Henny
This is
already knew we were going to
important.
miss
Big
it.
par putt here.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
This back 9 is so tough, and I've had over par rounds a lot on this back.
The
You
11th
just
at
got to
Torrey
find a
Pines
way
South plays downhill,
to get a
but it's
couple
still a long
birdies. I want to
par
get to
3.
10 under.
Oh, this is
I really
just
do.
a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a
Yes,
big
it is.
target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
So the way I play this is over here and try to bounce it up that hill left to right. So that's the route I like to go here. So nice little 2-iron here. Bounce right, bounce right. Well, now go right. That's it. Just like that. That is a lovely shot. Not perfect. You want to hit it a little bit more to the left, get it up that slope more, and have it kick hard right.
Here today.
Still
I tell
good, though.
You just dream about days like today. Greens and regulations, spot on all day. Awesome.
I mean,
Eddie,
greens
take us through the
regulation have
break
been
on
great
this
all
putt.
year.
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand
Minus
side.
week 1.
Ooh.
I forgot about week 1. Week 1, we don't talk about. Yeah, this thing's breaking a mile. I mean, look how
Just
far I
missing
played
the
that
birdie
out.
there.
Now, it was an open club face, so hard to say whether we read it right or not. But, I mean, I played that a mile outside, and it still broke more.
Yeah, well
It's tough to
hauled.
play it
Let's
much
move
further.
on to the next. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
You know, hole 10 and hole 11.
We'll talk about strong, long,
I
and
bogeyed
difficult.
those
Let's
holes
down
so
on the
many
12 here
times.
and-
My
Is
average
there
on
a
those
harder
2
par 4
holes
on the entire
are
property?
probably 2 over
There's
par. And I'm not
I
kidding.
mean, this is just usually right back into the teeth of the breeze. Not wind, just a little breeze. Enough to make it about 30 yards longer. You got some bunkers left and right that you got to deal with. But from there, you got a green that sits above the fairway just enough to make that second shot just a little bit longer. This is a brute.
Yeah, this one is a brute. Rich is right, and this is another hole. I'm probably going to say that this entire back 9, but it is so tough. 184 downhill 8 feet. I like a choked approach 4-iron. Hit against that wind. And I'm going to move the right stick down just a touch. Hit it a little bit steep. Get lucky, get lucky, get lucky. That's not what I meant.
What happened there?
Not too sure what happened there.
Close
That's
club
a
face.
very uncharacteristic mistake.
Yeah, I mean, they're right. It really is. That's our range.
Sitting at
I don't
8
know if
under.
that's our range. That's a tough
Currently
shot.
tied for first place.
Still. I mean, that really is our range, though. One time.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt awaits.
That was a good shot. I really wanted that one to drop, but we're playing great. That would have been a
And
great
that putt
birdie,
will drop.
but
Well done.
3 pars. Now, I can't remember if this is the scoreable par 5 or the 18th. Or it might be none of them.
Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris.
It's going to be a fight the rest of this round. We're sitting atop the leaderboard. There's a big
13
tie
is
at
a
the
really
top
cool
between
par
multiple
five, the first
pros.
of 2 in the inward 6
No,
holes
this is
here,
not
but
the
you've gotta
birdie
know
hole.
your drive if you want to get there in 2.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s.
One of the
you'll
hardest
ever
par
play.
5s
If
for
you
me.
hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But
Is that
if
what
you
you meant,
don't
Rich?
find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
We just made that difficult shot,
up to an
one of the most
elevated
difficult
green
shots on the PGA Tour, a whole lot harder. Yeah, this one's tough. This one's really tough, but he says you can get it there. We can't in this game. You know, in real life, I know the pros can hit it like much further than we can in this game. But like, I've never been able to get it there, ever. So, you know, he says you can, and you see the pros get there in real life, but like it is almost impossible to do that. We have a great lie. Look at that lie there. That is fantastic. I'm going to hit a 9-iron. Just make sure we get it all the way up there. That's it. That's all we
Choosing
need.
the 9-iron here.
That's all we
This
need.
one
Get on the
is
green.
Right down the pipe. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Okay, 37
Short
footer.
game has been
Down
especially
here 1
sharp
foot.
today, Luke. Very impressive.
Yeah, it's left to
He's
right
down
and then
there.
right to left.
You got to read.
This looks
This
straight
one
in.
starts out moving right and
then
then
moves to the
comes back
left.
to the left.
We know that.
Should be interesting.
The seat it tells us to read. I do think it's going to break more at the end as it slows down.
Momentum putts come in many shapes and sizes. This one's a 13-footer.
This is for par.
That's clutch
Nice
right there.
comeback.
Come on.
That shows a lot of character.
I mean, this is a
Be proud of
fight.
that one.
I
Bunker
told you
off
all,
the
the
tee,
front
wasn't
and
able to
back
find the
9
green,
difficulty
but saves
level,
the par
it's
with
night
that
and
putt.
day. Feels like you're
That
playing a
makes him
different
tied for
course.
first.
And I know I said I'm playing conservatively, but I'm really not. I don't know, I'm just playing. I don't feel like I'm
Over to
really
14
playing
we
anything
go, a
safe
par
on the
4.
back 9. I'm
And a
just...
really good par 4.
Maybe that
once
stinger
again, dogleg
earlier,
from
but
right
that's
to
it.
left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway, so when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
I mean, this whole
And he's down
course
there.
is a wonderful
Straight
design.
back
It
up
truly
into
is.
the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
It is really tough, and if you miss this long, you are done for. 117, wind a little bit in our face. I'm just going to hit a normal 50-degree wedge approach. That's it. Just like that. Right with that wind. That should be great.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Really
Beautiful.
controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Look at Ryan fired up, trying to make Jerry walk faster. Ryan's like, come on, Jerry. Come on.
Especially when it's for birdie.
Jerry's like, Ryan, you just had me walk that impossible challenge course at Krampus Mountain, the nightmare. Had me walk all those snow-covered hills and mountains, and you're trying to get me to walk faster today. Beauty.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Very few birdies on this back 9 are available. There's one.
Summit all alone.
That is huge.
15 works slightly back inland here at Torrey Pines South, but you still need plenty of focus.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Meanest hole. Okay, I usually play this one well. I kind of wish I didn't say that, right? Oh, no. Oh, but yeah, I usually play this one well. I'm going to go choked approach 2-iron, right against this wind, hit it on that upslope, put it close. Now, he didn't say it was the hardest hole. He said it was the meanest. Oh, that's beautiful. Gonna get off the green. Not beautiful. No. No. Okay, I know what Rich was saying now. You've got to be kidding me.
Up and down from the bunker.
The meanest. I get it now, Rich. That is so mean. That's about the meanest as you can get. That was a great shot, and the ball just kept going. Is this Central Park AG in the Impossible Challenge series? Like, come on. This is a nightmare splash. Okay. I mean, that's a safe shot. I really wasn't trying to do that, but it just kind of flew out of there.
And that's safely on the surface, but still some work left with the putter. And if this can go down, he'll save par.
A big par save
John,
indeed.
What's the line on this putt?
Pretty sure this putt should move to the left.
15-footer, downhill 2 inches.
That's disappointing.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
You all remember that time when I said, oh, I usually play this one good after Rich said it was the meanest one?
The last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Rich, I got a new shot for you to see on this hole. Rich is going to love this. Watch this one.
Hopefully this one can stay on the fairway. Could be trouble.
Man, that was unlucky. Just
distance control is good. That's what I was trying to do, but I thought the wind was going to grab it more, as you all saw, and it looked like we got more of a fade. We have a slight fade anyways as our swing bias, but I don't know. That one just seemed like it faded more, and yeah. You all see that one? Hopefully Rich enjoyed that. Just a nightmare chip shot. You know, he said it's underrated hole, and that's true. This is one of the toughest holes in this course for me personally. I don't think I've ever birdied this one.
Ooh, that
and that non-birdie streak continues. Good shot, though.
Power saver coming up for this fella.
I mean, look at this. Whole lot of break here on a 7-footer. I pulled it.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Yeah, he's looking at a bogey putt here.
Welcome to Torrey Pines South back 9.
And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard.
We got this. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you respond. Couple bogeys. That's fine. Let's bounce back. Come on.
Here at 17 as we head for home.
You couldn't hear Jerry there, but he said, "Wake up, Ryan. Wake up."
Alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Playing this one about 130 yards out.
130, uphill 17.
Right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
9-iron choked approach, I think, is the way. A nice little partial. Draw it just barely. It's going to come off to the left, off the side slope. The wind's going to blow it back. One time. Open club face. Stay on the fringe. That's going to play just fine. We can make that. Look, Jerry giving out high fives for fringe shots. Wow.
Let's see if we can get this
Jerry's
one up and
changed.
down for par.
He has changed.
This one's tracking.
Get in!
Nice effort from
Come
him.
on!
He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole.
Do you want to win or
And
do you
let's
want to
have another
lose,
look
you
at that
two?
one.
Come on. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's how you bounce back. Couple bogeys on the back, but a couple birdies. You like how Ryan,
The
virtual
leader now
athlete there,
has
just
a
shook his head like...
one-stroke advantage.
Xander Schauffele, 9 under through 17. Orion Gamer, 8 under through 17. We have a battle. Will Zalatoris
Here we are
is
at the
right there
final
as
hole
well.
of Torrey Pines South, so historic. There's been some very cool moments over the years. One of the more famous holes on the PGA Tour.
I tell you,
Yeah,
this
I
is
love
probably
this
one
one.
of the, if you talk about risk reward par fives on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Well, Rich, no, because we don't have the club. If our 3 would hit it a bit further, we would go for it. But driver off the deck's going to be in the water. Rich is going to be disappointed, but I always find that water, you basically have to have a tailwind with our player build. We're not a powerhouse. We don't have the great distance, so I feel like that's the better play there. 3-wood wouldn't have carried. Yeah, we could put power fittings on the 3-wood, make it longer, but that's just not the build I have right now. 80 yards, uphill 5 feet. I like a choked approach here. It's a great range for a choked approach, right into the wind. That's it.
Well, that's comfortably on the
Oh no,
dance
it's going to
floor.
come
Well
back too
played.
much. I should have hit it shallow. This is coming all the way down. The mistake you can't make there. Right there.
Setting up here
Well,
with a
actually, the
very
mistake
long
you
putt.
can't make is sitting it past the
have you got a
hole
good
into
read
that
on this
bunker.
one?
That's a
gonna
nightmare
go uphill,
splash shot.
break
So
left to
this is
right.
better than that. Well, worst case, I guess, is in the water, but the water was out of play there. 38 feet, uphill 1 foot. We've hit some big putts this week already. A huge putt in the practice round. One time. Crushed it. That was the line. I crushed it. That was the line.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
We gotta make this. Maybe Xander bogeyed. Open club face. Oh,
Yeah,
and
just had a
pull,
little
so
bit
they
too
should have
much
canceled
speed
each
on
other
that
out.
putt.
I just misread it.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Listen, that's what this back nine does to me. It is tough. We had a great front nine, but, you know, the difference in this course from front to back, it's night and day. And you saw that today, and you've seen it every time I played this one. It is a fight on the back. And the back nine won today. That's an over par finish. That is a painful over par.
His round has come to a close with a bogey.
Let's see what the rest of the field does, though.
Through to the weekend, Rich, and that was a pretty gutsy performance.
Absolutely. Always out there fighting, trying to make the cut. Doesn't really have the ball striking this week. However, there's still a chance you could win this tournament. You got to have a good round tomorrow and certainly follow it up Sunday. But listen, there's still a chance.
Now, for us, it's only tomorrow. So, Rich, we got to have a big round. He's right. We're 2 strokes back. Xander Schauffele has the lone lead. Not lone lead. He's tied with JJ Spawn. Both of them at 9 under par. Now, Will Zalatoris is tied with Keith Mitchell, Jason Day, David Skins, Hayden Springer, and Mark Hubbard at 8 under par. We're in 9th place and only down by 2 strokes. That is how stacked this leaderboard is. This is going to be an electric finale at Torrey Pines South Course. Now, we got to have a great front 9, and then we have to find a way to take down the back 9. Simple as that. We got to find a way to do it, everybody, and I believe we can get the job done. Whew. That took a lot out of me, that back 9. I tell you, I wore out. That back 9 is so tough. It is extremely challenging. One of the toughest back 9s that we play. It is so tough. It feels like an impossible challenge every time. That was a 1 over par on the back. Unfortunately, just didn't have it on the back 9 after a historical front. It was one of the best front 9s I've ever had at Torrey Pines, if not the best. A 28, 8 under with 2 eagles. Then back 9 started with 1 under through the first 5 holes. It was looking good. Bogey on 15, a bogey on 16, a birdie on 17, and then another bogey. And I think we did that last year as well in a round. I think we ended up bogeying a couple, maybe 15 and 16 exactly. But that back 9 is tough. Those last 5 holes are just extremely challenging. And if you make one mistake on this golf course, you will lose strokes. It's as simple as that. You know, we take a look at the event stats here, and it was a good day. I mean, 85 fairways. You're like, oh, it should be great greens in regulation. Well, no, 66. Got to do better. But proximate hole was insane. When we hit it onto the greens, we were dominating. 16 feet is insane. Some of the best we've ever had. Putting I felt like was good, but it really wasn't medium putt-wise. 57% out of 7 medium putts is not good, but those greens are really tough. Now, 40% long range is amazing. We hit it 4 out of 10. Never going to complain about that. That's really good. Scrambling, not good. You want to see this better. That's why we had too many bogeys. Birdie conversion was good. We'll take that, 50%. That's actually really good. And then 2 eagles on the day, 6 birdies, 7 pars, and the painful 3 bogeys. You know, that's golf, though. We played good. We left it all out there, and that's all you could do. We left it all out there. It's time to dominate in the final round of the Farmers Insurance Open, everybody. We can win this tournament. We're down 2. Let's go out there and shoot 11 or 12 under in the finale. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more sports game content. We've got multiple ongoing series, so if you like sports games, this is the channel for you. It's the same athlete across all the sports. Now, one of them is Ryan Gamer's brother, Rhett Gamer, in NASCAR 25 right now. And that series has been awesome. But I'll see you in the next one. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.